Well, it's been a while. Hello. Welcome to a new video, I guess. It's just gonna be a chatty one where I'll just tell you a bit about life and my midlife crisis. As my dear friend Janneke pointed out, that my crisis is actually more a midlife crisis. I am 38 right now. I hope it's not the middle of my life, but it is most likely I'm in the middle of my life. You're wondering why I am in a cave? It's because it's another hot day in Europe. You might have noticed that we had a lot of heat waves recently. Still have. I'm in the Netherlands, which is usually a cold country. We can get, we do heat waves every summer, but it's been insane. So I've been filming a bit for the last few months, mostly garden stuff, which I still want to make a separate video about, like a 2-year progress. But right now the garden is a bit dry, everything is dry, and I'm a bit afraid that we will get like a water stop soon. That means the garden will probably just die. But it's a problem here, the heat and the water. But I hope I can make a video soon. Some dahlias are already popping up, which I'm very happy about, but I hope more will come. I have to say that the garden has had its moments. Like in the beginning I wasn't so proud of it, and now I'm feeling better. I've realized that I really like the big blooms, like the echinacea, not sure how you call them in English, coneflowers, dahlias of course, daylilies, that kind of thing. But I won't talk too much about the garden. I will show you, of course, some footage, because I've shot so much pretty footage of the garden. But I also want to talk about something else, and that is the midlife crisis that I was talking about before. I have to say right now I'm in a good space, but for the last few months I've been struggling for a bit, and I think mostly career-wise. Last winter was hard as well because I didn't have any jobs. I usually don't have. I'm a wedding photographer, or I'm a photographer, but I usually shoot a lot of weddings. This year I'm basically only shooting weddings, and I was planning for years to maybe diverge a bit from weddings, because weddings are fun, and to be honest, they are where the money is, but they are also like stressful, and they're always in summer, or mostly in summer. Sometimes you have to plan years ahead. I don't usually take on weddings 2 years in advance, but like a year, that's possible. I have to say though, in my case, most of my clients come to me like 6 months in advance maybe, so it's not too bad. But yeah, it's something I wanted to do less, and now I seem to do more weddings instead of less. So do I want to continue that way? Because I have also realized that I work alone, I live alone, I don't have a partner. I do have friends, of course, and I have some co-workers at the printmaking studio. What I do there is I do the social media for 3 hours a week, which is not much time. And to be honest, I'm not really proud of the platform. It's very, well, in Dutch we would say kneuterig. I'm not sure how you'd say it in English. It's very millennial, I think. It's a very millennial way of making content. It's not really hip, which is okay, because a lot of older people are looking at our page. I mean, it's like printmaking isn't always... In our case, there's also a lot of older people there. Anyway, I diverge. No, I regress. I digress. Yeah, I'm Englishing very well. Co-workers over there, and I've noticed for the last few years that I really, really love that. I love having co-workers, and I'm also gonna test my microphone right now. Yeah, it's working. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, it's recording. Yes. And of course, illustration. I'm making prints. I consider myself a printmaker, and I make a lot of prints. And I'm just not sure if I want to continue with commissions or just start with commissions. That's a big one. I just recently got my first printmaking commission, which is almost done. And that was very interesting. And I just recently, just like a week ago, got a illustration commission for a magazine. Not really a big magazine, which I didn't charge enough money for because I just wanted to try and see if it's something I want to do. It's something I literally was taught at school. I mean, we had to do commissions, like fake commissions for art school. I studied illustration at art school, and we had to make like illustrations by articles from magazines or newspapers. So I am literally taught this commission, I guess. So, but it's been like 16 years or longer, 17 years. Yeah, it's been a long while. So I'm a little nervous about it, but also very excited. So that's a big boost. And I am just currently navigating what I want to do I just... because I think one of my problems is that I don't really... one of the reasons I've always thought I had like ADHD is because I always seem to be low on dopamine, and I find like intrinsic motivation very, very hard, and I can only do it if I'm really, really excited about something. Then I just get obsessed and I'm all or nothing, like go big or go home. That's what I am. And but if I don't go big, I'm just thinking about it, thinking, not doing anything, feeling bad about it. Very low on motivation, which I think is like my biggest flaw and something that really, I think it holds me back. I don't have ADHD, by the way. I've been tested like twice. No. So that's something I've been struggling with for the last few months as well. I mean, always in my life, I guess. What do I want to do? I don't know. So I'm trying to make a list of things I can do to get some action, to get something done. So things I've done was like going to a museum and visit like exhibitions and get some inspiration. Do I want to make more art? Do I want to make less art? And make a list of things I really want to do. Like I want to be published in like something like Flow magazine. I think that's really awesome. Like illustration or photography or both. I think that would be awesome. I want to do more with photography. Maybe people have like a garden or in like flower industry and that kind of thing. I've been making lists like that, but I'm really not sure yet. And I'm also wondering, I think at this point, I've been wondering about it for a few months now, or maybe since winter. And I think I am already sure that I don't really want to get an office job, because I was really, really, really considering doing an office job. I just hadn't got a clue what I would do. Like, I love the things I do. I love photography, I love illustration, I love printmaking. I just really don't know what I would do office job wise. I might like teach at art school or something like that. But really, then you're still a freelancer anyway. So, but being in an office job, like, I don't know, working as a marketeer or whatever, I don't know. I only have like an art school degree. So I don't know. I don't think it's for me. So that's something that's getting more and more clear to me now for the last few weeks, which is good. I've also realized that I will probably still shoot weddings for quite a while, because I don't think there's really any money in illustration. And of course we have the AI crisis right now going, and so I don't know. We're all going to die and burn the earth, I guess. That's my vibe. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. But you know what I mean. Everything is uncertain, I guess. And there's so much stuff going on. And we have all these heat waves and everything is scary. So that doesn't really help either. I have noticed for the last few weeks is that I do really love selling my prints. So that's something I want to continue. So I just today made some profiles at some markets and sent in for open calls for markets. And I finally ordered a big bunch of picture mats, which are like passepartout, for my Toyobo prints, which brings me To another subject, by the way, my grant. I haven't really spoken about that as well. I also want to make a video about that. I might do that in the future, I don't know. But I spent also quite some time in May for my grants that I got from the, this is a hard word for me, municipality. I know that's all wrong, but you know what I mean, like the council. Which is so much fun. I'm very grateful to get money to do lots of printmaking. I mostly made Toyobo prints, and I got really annoyed because it's really hard, and I think there's a car running outside, I'm sorry. Anyway, Toyobo printing. It turns out that it's also the devices on the printmaking studio aren't perfect, which makes my plates not perfect, which is really annoying and something I cannot control. So I am not sure what to do with that. But I finally got some picture mats, so I really want to sell some of those prints as well. But it's very funny because it's such a different market than my resale prints that are colorful and cheap and fun. So I'm not really sure how to promote them or how to sell them, because right now there's mostly people that love my cheap prints. Yeah, it's a hard question. But yeah, the grant went well. I'm gonna admit I had difficulty spending the money. I had like 3,000 euros for materials, and it was hard. I did not finish it yet. Even though I should have, because my deadline has passed, my self-proclaimed deadline. This is just going to be a quick rant, but I'm gonna edit it this way that it might be more interesting, with previous footage that I've shot over a couple of months that can hopefully show you a bit of what I've done. And I don't really want to make this into a I don't know, diary, I guess. I mean, as a vlog, so of course it is, but I just wanted to be honest and tell you that, you know, everyone is struggling. I'm really happy with my life, and I'm really happy I can live the way I live, because I don't really make a lot of money, you know, but I still live in a house, which is crazy. Not even an apartment. I live in a house, which is insane and sometimes feels unfair, to be honest. But it is what it is. I got lucky, so I'm feeling really blessed. But you know, even I am struggling, and sometimes I just don't know what my calling is, and sometimes I do get lonely because I don't have co-workers, or I do have friends, but I might just see them once a week. And everything got better since I got co-workers at the printmaking studio, which I'm there at least 2 days a week, even though I'm also there as a volunteer. But I get paid like 3 hours a week. I'm just there for the vibes, to be honest, not for the money. I'm just there for the vibes. But it's been so good to have co-workers and to be part of a team. And you feel so much more grounded, I guess, and much more useful. It's really dangerous to live in your own world, in your own little bubble, like I am doing here in my house. And I've been thinking about this quite a lot for the last years, honestly, but also for the last few months. What do I want to do? Do I just need to get a new hobby? I've also been thinking about, for years as well, to do something like judo or aikido. Martial arts, that's the word I was looking for. Like something like that. For some reason that sounds very interesting to me. Like I've been thinking about jiu-jitsu, but then people were telling me like it's really bad for your wrists, and I need my wrists as an artist and a photographer, so that's a no for me. But do something in like a team, but not necessarily like a team sport, because I don't really do well in teams. I am still and always will be a loner, a lone wolf. But I do think it's good to see people. Maybe you guys have any tips, like what is fun to do besides work? You know, I work in coffee shops, not that much because I have a great coffee machine right now here. So I work less outside of the home as well. I mean, it's expensive. And I'm frugal. I am so frugal. You don't want to know. But yeah. And I'm also really annoyed, by the way, that I'm not going on holiday this summer, or I don't have any plans. And I'm going to conclude this rant. And I would say that for the last few months I'm feeling very underwhelmed. And to me that doesn't lead to any motivation. It just gives me less motivation. I'm that annoying kind of person that complains about having zero stimulation, being bored and not doing anything about it. Because I am bored, I am low on motivation, I'm low on dopamine, and I find it really hard to stimulate myself. And I'm trying to do that by going to museums and trying new things. But I find it really hard. I really find it hard to motivate myself unless I really go all crazy and want to make art or like sew a dress in one day or whatever. So I'm still finding a way, even at 38. Not perfect. I think that's my message for today. And of course, I just wanted to show you what I've been working on and my garden. So that's, I think, happening in the B-roll somewhere. I was talking about this. Oh, it's getting really hot right here. As you can see, there's a lot of sunshine coming in. So I'm gonna sign off. I might speak to you later. And I'm writing on Substack about my midlife crisis, by the way. I'll put a link down below. It gives a bit more context than I do here. And that's it. It's just a little update. And just wanted to let you know that even I struggle. No one is perfect on the internet. And we'll find our way. I am very positive about that. Okay, bye.